What is going on, you guys? This video is going to be my 200 card PSA DNA personal submission. A ton of freaking cards here. A ton of cards. So we'll go ahead and flip the camera around and get to it. That's also Christmas will be here before you know it, and the end of 2020, thank God, will be here before you know it. So I hope you and your family are having a blast with the Christmas season, and man, I really hope 2021 brings us so much more than what 2020 did, because that one 2020 was not a whole lot of fun for a whole lot of us. So, but that's not why you're here. Let's turn it around. We'll tell some stories. We'll show off some awesome cards. See ya. So let's get into it. This is going to be a longer video. You don't realize how many cards 200 slabs are until they're in front of you. And another way you realize how much 200 slabs are is when you get the bill. This was not a cheap project to do. So what you'll see here is basically a ton of player era projects. If you've been watching my channel for any time, you know I've been doing these player era projects for years, and this is what I had in mind when I started it, to start getting them slabbed up, not only for my collection, but for one day when I pass these down to my children, they actually have something that's, well, worth a darn. You know, you hear stories about people that grandpa met Babe Ruth or Mickey Mantle or something, and they have a signed ball but no authentication, and just kind of makes it a hassle for the people that you pass all this awesome stuff down to. Not only that, but my gosh, like, how cool does everything look slabbed up? It doesn't matter what the card is or what the autograph is, they just always look better slabbed and authenticated, in my opinion. So that was the Tony Dorsett player era project. Had the whole thing slabbed and authenticated. Moving on, I don't know what this is. I just kind of have these in somewhat of an order, but not completely. So this is going to be all the Peyton Manning TTM autographs that I had in May. This was a May submission, and when you're watching this, this actually came back about a month or two earlier than this, but I just now got around to it. I got all my superior fit sleeves, which, if I can remember, I'll put the link to superior fit sleeves down below. They don't pay me, or heck, they don't even know who I am. But if you have slabs of any type, highly suggest you use their product. And all that is this plastic sleeve that fits over your card, just so your case doesn't get scratched up, and it looks better, in my opinion. I think I bought 500 of these, and they just came in yesterday, so I had to put them all in those back pages. I will never not see this card and think of Eric, those back pages. Who there hasn't been a whole lot of blessings in 2020, but Eric and I have really become what I consider great friends in 2020. So a little shout out to Eric. And I think at the time when I sent these last 4 cards off, that you might be thinking, what in the world? When I sent those off, those were in the top 100 cards of the 80s. A thing that was that a book that Mike Payne put out, I believe in early 2020, maybe 2019. So I thought there might be people wanting those cards in the future. So Mr. Herb Adderley, sadly passed away not too long ago. When I sent this card off to get authenticated, he was still with us. 2020 has been such a terrible year for legends of the sport. That's another stack down. Give me a second. For legends of all sports, really, have been passing away terribly, man. So hopefully 2021 brings everyone better luck, because 2020 was just for the shits, that's for sure. I'm sorry for the glare, y'all. I'm just trying to mow through these. I got asked at work the other day by, I guess you could say he's a boss of mine. When you're in the military, it's kind of tough sometimes. There's people in different positions that kind of are your boss, but not really your boss. And he asked me, you know, why do you make YouTube videos? And I went into the story of the community and how a lot of us know each other and call each other and so on. Man, that card is awesome. So on and so forth. But I said another reason, and a lesser reason that I don't think a lot of us think about, is if something were to ever happen to your collection, God forbid, you know, you got a house fire or something was stolen or something like that, all these videos are proof of what you own, of what you have. So make it real simple for the insurance company. You can just say, hey, go view my YouTube channel, and while you're there checking out everything I own, like and subscribe. So that's the end of this stack, and you've seen the Eric Dickerson player era run in that one, as well as what the Kevin Green. Oh my gosh, man, there's so many stacks left. Let's see, it's almost Christmas, so I hope you and your family are having a good time getting ready for Christmas this year. I know if you're watching this right now, my family and I are actually in between houses. I'm shooting this video right now. We're in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and I actually got orders to Lemoore, California again, which is just south of Fresno. So if I plan this right, this video will come out while we are in the middle of our move, and I will probably be in Houston. I might be in Fort Worth, seeing Mike, baseball collector. Who knows? Who knows? It's a nice Dan Marino run. I've had really, really amazing luck getting him TTM. I have no clue why. But I don't quite have the player error run of him, but I am very, very close. And then there's only one card so far that I would like to upgrade, and that'd be this one. Just the marker didn't start off very well on his signature. Ooh. All of these cards, these Bobby Mitchells, I obtained from an actual eBay purchase. So a lot of people, including myself, will tell you don't buy autographs on eBay. But I will say this: don't buy autographs on eBay unless you know what you're looking at. If you know what you're looking at and know what you're looking for, you can find some amazing deals. Yeah, I've been running Slab City now for It's about 5 or 6 years now, and every now and then I'll get a submission that comes in, and it'll be like, example, 5, 6 cards, and I see them, and they're all big name players, and they're all fake. And I'll ask the guy, you know, where did you get these? Oh, I bought them on eBay. And then I feel kind of an obligation to the people of Slab City to let them know, like, hey, like, I'm not a professional, but I think these aren't real, man. Because there's nothing crappier than you buy cards. That was the Raymond Berry player error run. If you pay for cards and then you pay more money to get them slabbed and you wait all that time just for them to come back not authentic, like, that really stinks. So just be careful when you buy non-certified autographs on eBay. I would say if you're new to the hobby, I would highly suggest you start out buying cards that are already slabbed and authenticated, or you can always buy certified, which means, you know, Topps watched them sign it, or Panini, or so they say. And these cards that you see right now, this was actually another eBay purchase that I did. All of these old school cards. And these bad boys, this was TTM a couple years ago. Every time I see these 3 cards, I'm just blown away. Not only what refractors of Drew Brees have done since then in price, but that I was even able to get these. So cool, so cool. We got 2 more stacks, and both of them are actually pretty large. We're on the home stretch. Bill Parcells, I don't think he signs TTM at the moment. He was signing TTM fairly well, but he always personalized. And the reason I sent this particular card is because it had a gloss finish, and I was able to remove the 2 Garrett, the personalization. And it's not that I want to sell this card, because it's not for sale. But when I pass these cards down to my children, I don't want cards to say 2 Garrett. But it's in Caden's collection, or Landon's collection, or Sydney or Corbin's collection, you know. My father's name is Bonnie, and I wouldn't want a bunch of stuff passed down to me that said 2 Monty. I just think that's kind of crappy. This is a tough one to get. Edward DeBartolo. He personalized a lot, and when he gets this card, he normally signs on top of himself, which is kind of tough to see the signature. Man, I didn't realize until I'm looking through these right now with you how many eBay purchases I had. God dang, there's a bunch of these. And then, like anything, you know, you go to a card show and you see a bunch of cards that you like. A lot of times those dealers will make you a bundle deal. Same with eBay guys. You know, you tell them, hey, I'm interested in these 5 or 10, 15 items you have posted. What can you do? Next thing you know, you get a pretty sweet deal. Future Hall of Famer, at least I hope, with the inscription original 88. Who is he referring to? I think most of you will know right away. As far as he's saying the original, who's the other 88 that he's referring to? That would be Michael Irvin, excuse me. He was also 88 for the Cowboys. There's some TTMs. I think The rest of these might be TTM actually. And if you're seeing these and you're on the fence on if you should TTM, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'd say 85% of these cards that I've shown you, I got TTM, including this one. And you just kind of have to start, you know. A lot of people want to start TTMing and go straight for, you know, the Tom Brady's and Patrick Mahomes and the Brett Favre's and Albert Pujols and you name it. They want to just start off shooting for the stars. It might sound silly, but if you wanted to get into running, which I don't know why anyone would want to do that, but if you wanted to get into running, you wouldn't start day one and be like, you know what, I'm going to run a marathon today. This is another TTM. All these cards so far in this particular stack have been TTM. And as you do it longer and longer, you learn some tricks and you get involved in the community and people get to know you and people want to help out your collection and then you help other people's collection, and next thing you know, you have a very nice autograph collection on your hand. And I think I got hot and heavy into football TTMs about 8 years ago, maybe, you know, about 7 years ago, and I don't think I have the best football autograph collection, but I definitely think it's pretty nice, and you just have to start. And I'm just gonna say it, I said it again, or I've said it a couple times, but this whole stack is still, all of these have still been TTM. You know, you'll lose some cards, you'll lose some potentially expensive cards, but in the end, a lot of it's well worth it. So that is that. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. All of these are going to be PC for now, and I hope they stay that way. So if you want to get involved in slabbing your autographs and you want your TTM or in-person cards to look like what all these did, I'll put a link down below for Slab City. That is a group that my wife and I run, just to get cards slabbed and authenticated. So that is that. And if you want to get into card grading, I definitely have some great friends that do PSA group submissions, Beckett group submissions, and SGC. So just get a hold of me. I'll put my email address down below. Just shoot me a line and I'll send you in the right direction. So till next time, adios, be safe, bye bye, toodles.